Well, that's essentially how I feel about life. Full of loneliness and misery and suffering and unhappiness. And
Saturday morning, and it's been quite a hard week for a change. Jason's been away all week, and so this is my 6th day on the trot in work, doing real work, as opposed to being at home doing editing. And the work that seems to be coming through our shop door is not like what it used to be. Years ago, we used to do lots and lots of cheap stuff. You know, the old thing, your cheap chains, the very light chains we used to solder, and you know, really cheap rings and that sort of thing. And we used to get through a lot of repairs in a day because it was very quick to do. But since the gold price went up, everybody's been selling those bits of naff, bits of chain, and sometimes they will get more money for it scrapped than what it would cost to actually repair the stuff. So we found that a few years ago when the gold price went up, we used to buy in, scrap, and we've reused that in what we do. And so recently, over the past couple of years, we haven't had a huge amount of repairs. We do a lot of repairs, but we don't get that huge amount of repairs. If you look at the numbers of repairs that are coming in, I'd say the number of repairs have dropped because people aren't bringing in those cheap naff chains and so forth to be repaired because they've scrapped them and sold them. But what we're getting in now are less repairs, but these repairs are expensive repairs, expensive jobs. Not your little stretching up of a ring one size, that sort of thing. But we're getting a lot of 18 carat, 22 carat. And it's not just going up one size where perhaps you could stretch it. These are going up 4 sizes, 5 sizes, 6 sizes. We had a ring in yesterday that has to go up 10 sizes. Now, whilst I don't mind that, it's a lot more money for, I'd say, less work. But it's a bit disheartening when you say, I've only done 6 jobs today. 6? Yeah, but if each one of those jobs is 80, 90, 100 pounds a go, that's not bad compared to saying, I've done 12 jobs today and they're only about 10 pounds, 15 pounds a repair. So my fingers have taken quite a bit of a bashing because that's all I've been doing all week, is doing basically pieces in rings, and it's hard work on the old fingers. Not just a simple stretching where you can use the gem ring stretcher or the wedding ring stretcher. These are huge pieces in, and it does take toll obviously upon your fingers. Few things in the pipeline. There's going to be Craft. I'll put the link down below in the description. Is a jewellery, supplies, tools, gemstones, metal company in Cornwall. The clue's in the name, Kerno. I've done a bit of a question and answer for them, so that'll be coming out in their latest blog, I think next week or the week after. When that goes live, I'll put a little link in the next video, perhaps, if I remember. A few things planned with some people in America as well, which I'm really happy about. I can't say too much about that. That's all still in the pipeline, and I'll let you know what those ideas are when we actually work out what the heck we're doing. Been to the gym as well every morning this week. Tomorrow is Sunday. Charlie's going back to university. So that's all my Sunday taken up. Tonight, it's not actually. Tonight is Bonfire night, but that's really tomorrow night. But Caerphilly Castle, Caerphilly Rotary Club are putting on, and they always do every single year, a beautiful firework display. It's always the nearest Saturday to Bonfire night. That's Bonfire night. The 5th of November is tomorrow. Sunday, they always do it on Saturday. So that's where Charlie and I are going to go down tonight to see a few fireworks. Because over the last couple of nights, Charlie's been at the living room window saying, I can hear the fireworks, but I can't see them. And then bang, runs to the window. And last year we didn't make it, unfortunately. I'm not quite sure what we were doing. But this year, we are going to go down to Caerphilly Castle. We're going to see my mum and dad today, because obviously tomorrow, Sunday, we can't go down and see them because we are in Exeter. So on the way back, we're going to pop into Caerphilly Castle and see the fireworks. Whee! So we have now just popped into Caerphilly. It's the 4th of November. But we are celebrating Bonfire Night. See? What a boring sound that is compared to Canada. We are down. There you go. So we are down Caerphilly Castle. Not much point me turning the camera around at the moment. You can't really see anything at all. I'll turn it around for you to have a look anyway. This Caerphilly Castle.
We're going to do the final countdown. And the brass, and one. So you hope your numbers back to front. Alright, Barot. 10, 7, 3, 2, 1, go!
According to Charlie, these are banging tunes. So the problem that we've got is the fact that there were thousands and thousands of people all around Caerphilly Castle watching the fireworks, and there's only a couple of roads sort of in and out of Caerphilly, and the problem is you've got those few thousand people wanting to all leave at the same time, so all roads leading out of Caerphilly are all gridlocked. But we left it a little bit early. We picked up a Greg's coffee and cinnamon buns, which we've ate, because I have a feeling we're going to be stuck in these queues for a long time. And of course they're doing improvements on one of the roundabouts just outside Caerphilly, and that's going to cause absolute chaos. So we've had Bonfire Night, and now it's Christmas.
Don't say that.
That's it. We've had Halloween, we've had Bonfire Night. The only thing you got to look forward to next is Christmas.
Or Thanksgiving.
Or Thanksgiving if you're in America, because they've had Thanksgiving in Canada already. As if we were still lovers. I've just been down to Exeter. It's Bonfire Night tonight. It's the 5th of November. I've just taken Charlie down to Exeter University. Done a bit of shopping in Sainsbury's, as you do. Been out for lunch as well. Made sure that Charlie's food cupboards are well stocked. Making sure everything is to hand. And I am on my way home on my own. I'm actually going to pop off for a quick coffee. That's great, thanks so much, cheers. So you know I'm a lover of, but I have to confess that a Costa espresso, for me, tastes better than a Starbucks espresso. But to be honest, if it wakes me up, I don't care what brand, what make, who makes it. It's so hard leaving your children in a place. It was worse when Charlie and I went and left Caitlin in Canada. Oh, that was so hard. Leaving a child that's 2,650 miles away. Well, I didn't leave that. Just leaving your child and then flying back nearly 3,000 miles. It really does not get any easier, even if they're only 100 miles down the road. Leaving your children in a place that you know they're going to be looked after, you know they're capable of looking after themselves, but when they've been home with you for a week or so, 2 weeks, however long it may be, even for a weekend, taking them back and then just leaving them there, it just does not get any easier.